This is BBC Two as we head to the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield for the opening day of the World Snooker Championship.
The opening morning of the Halo World Championship. My goodness, it comes around quickly, doesn't it? Welcome back to the famous Crucible Theatre, a unique sporting stage that is both reassuringly familiar and ferociously intimidating for everyone who sets foot here. For the 49th year, a 17-day competitive odyssey will unfold before our eyes in this space until Monday, the 5th of May. That is when this year's champion will hoist the glorious old trophy. Win 71 frames, and this is yours. But of course, that is a lot easier said than done, because this is the ultimate test of skill and mental stamina. 32 players are ready for the test, as is everyone else in this wonderful host city of Sheffield.
Welcome to Sheffield, the heartbeat of South Yorkshire, home to rolling hills and green bays. A level playing field for all. Once the crucible of the Industrial Revolution, our city of steel and of soul. Steeped in industry, resilient in character and defined by spirit. A city of heroes, of art and culture, and of common people. A city of blades and owls, a red and blue divide. A city full of hopes and dreams. And each spring, 32 of the world's best gather, ready to forge their name into history. For 48 years, the very best have gathered here in this iconic venue. 23 different champions crowned, countless stories told. Old heads v young guns, battling each other and themselves. All trying to prove their mettle in the Steel City, here at home in Sheffield.
Kyron Wilson, you're the man. He can't believe that he is world champion.
For snooker's greatest prize, the World Championship.
The words of brilliant Sheffield musician Richard Hawley about his love for his hometown, and it's a love that's shared by these two wonderful gentlemen, John Parrott and Steve Davis, world champions, both of you. You've been coming here 46 years and 41 years, I'm sorry to age you, but rather like you, this championship, Steve, seems to get better with age, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I feel like it's gaining momentum. Worldwide, there'll be more eyes on this event than ever before, I think. The Crucible is the best snooker venue we're ever going to have, and this place, for the players, it can be the best or the worst place to be. The trouble is the players don't know which one is going to be as they walk out.
Exactly. So what did you love and what did you really fear about stepping into this arena, John?
I mean, you had to love the venue just coming here because it's all the great champions that have won here. That's the first thing. But the one thing you feared was not having form. I mean, if you've got your form, you've done all your preparation, you've done everything you can do, the rest of it will take care of itself. If you get beaten by someone playing well, that's fair enough, as long as you've got your best stuff. That was the fear coming here with that. OK, let's get to the big questions. The Crucible curse. No one's ever done it. First-time champion, come back here. Kyron Wilson is the 23rd man to try. Good luck.
Yeah, he's been smashing mirrors in preparation.
And standing under umbrellas as well.
Why not? No, nothing else has ever worked before. But I think Kyron's the type of person, Team Kyron has been important, I think, throughout his career. Maybe he is the one.
Absolutely. Now, when we look at his pre-eminent form this season, he's won 4 titles and 6 finals in total. Judd Trump, of course, has won 3. And we've also got the likes likes of Mark Selby with 3 trophies, John Higgins and Neil Robertson with 2 each. That's a striking return to form for that cohort. But I guess the elephant in the room is a certain Ronnie O'Sullivan. Hasn't been seen in competitive action since January. He's here, he's playing. What on earth can we expect, John?
Well, he doesn't know what to expect as well. I mean, he's been talking in the press today about has he lost his bottle for the Crucible coming here to play? I mean, he was playing great in an exhibition. That's totally different. The one thing I will say about the draw he's got with Ali Carter, that will focus his mind from ball one, because it's pretty obvious they don't like each other, so there's nothing better than that. They don't like each other. If you don't get focused for that one, you're not going to get up for anything.
Well, it is striking that we've got 18 of the 32 players in the field who've all reached the final, and 12 of them have all got hands-on trophy this season. You can make a case for, what, 8, 9 players to win this season?
Yeah, and as we've seen the year unfold, we've been saying this person's could be world champion. But the trouble is, as John mentioned earlier, form. It's all about form, and you cannot switch it on and off like a light bulb. And you just hope when you come in that you hit the ground running, because your first round match is now very tough.
It is indeed. Now, we've already made history even before a ball is potted here on the opening morning, because at the qualifying tournament, wow, what an enervating experience that has been, with some jaw-dropping snooker firsts along the way too.
After 10 tough days of qualifying at the English Institute of Sport, the battle to join the Crucible last 32 came down to the final round, Judgment Day. The talk of the qualifiers was Welshman Jackson Page making snooker history by becoming the first player ever to compile 2 maximums in one match.
Yeah, to hit 2 147s in a game has been great, Yeah, it's history, I suppose. I'm over the moon to do that.
Page missed out on playing at the Crucible again, though, losing out to Joe O'Connor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I can beat anyone, so I'm looking forward to it.
There will be 3 players making their Crucible debuts, including China's Lei Pei-fan. He's one of a record 10 Chinese players in the main stages of the tournament this year. Essex's Zach Shorty is another of the debutants.
Yeah, unbelievable. Something I've always dreamt of, and now somehow it's come true.
And Welshman Daniel Wells has managed to book his place at the Crucible for the first time on his 16th attempt. He made it past Gary Wilson in a decider.
Time's been ticking, and the 16 years have gone really quickly, so yeah, it'll be special, more for my family than myself, I think. My parents would be really proud, so yeah, it'll be really, really great occasion.
So eventful, or what? Jackson Page made 2 maximums in the one match, earned a down payment on his new house, and still didn't make it. That is a tough school.
Yes, it is, but he's obviously done everybody a favour, because World Snooker have had to dig into their pockets and put some more money up for another 147.
This was extraordinary, John.
I mean, it's ridiculous. This player's gone through the whole career and don't make one. In the whole career, he's made 2 in one match. I mean, I'm glad they've got another prize up, because I know Sean Murphy was quite keen to get it, because I think him and Zangander have had 147s already, so the prize was up for them to make one here.
Indeed, and it's still live, because there's a possibility that we could still get 2 massive bonuses of £147,000 if any of the players makes 2 maximums during play here. And of course, Zhang and Sean have already made one in earlier Triple Crown events. So there's lots of money, cash rolling around here. But you got to say, of the players that we've got, this is a very interesting field. We've got 10 Chinese players in total. We have 9 world champions in there and 3 debutants. It's a really interesting look to this one, Steve.
It is a third of the field, nearly, Chinese players. They are so strong. And of course, we're all looking to see how Zhao Jingtong plays, because he got through the qualifiers, like cutting through butter, hot knife stuff. And also I'm interested to see how Wu Yiza does personally, because I think he's a player for the future. OK, well, shall we see how they all line up? This is the first round draw for you. Number 1 seed Kyron Wilson gets his defence underway against China's Lei Pei-fan shortly. Kyron's one of 4 world champions in the top half, including Neil Robertson, who's fired up after missing out on the Crucible last year. He'll play Chris Wakelin this afternoon. 7 times winner O'Sullivan handed a blockbuster tie against great rival Ali Carter on Tuesday. Mark Selby bidding for a 5th Crucible crown, starting out against fellow Leicester pro Ben Wollaston, who's back after a 12-year wait. And another 5 former world champions in the
bottom half, including a rejuvenated John Higgins taking on Joe O'Connor. Now 50-year-old Welshman Mark Williams has his eyes fixed on a meeting with the dangerous in-form Wu Yize this afternoon. Belgium's Luca Brissell thrilled us here 2 years ago. Can he recapture the magic again? Ryan Day of Wales is first for him. And on the 20th anniversary of his title win here, Sean Murphy returns as the reigning Masters champion to play one of the three new boys, Daniel Wells of Wales. And world number one Judd Trump's quest to become a multiple world champion continues. He gets underway on Tuesday against China's Zhou Yulong. Well, a record-equalling 8 players went out who were seeds in the first round last year. How do you assess the possibilities? Which are the ties that stand out for you, John?
Well, I think there's going to be carnage again. I think the standards are just so high. Can I just say before we go any further, will people stop asking me in the street who's going to win? Because I have absolutely no idea. Do you think because I like a bet, you know, I have no idea who's going to win this championship because it's wide open. The matches themselves are brilliant. Funny enough, the Jack Jones in Tong match is the one I really want to watch. I think they're two of the best young players on the circuit we've got. I think that'll be a corker.
What do you think, Steve? What's tickling your fancy?
Well, all of the matches are fantastic to watch these days. I think the crowd always get value. But for me, I just like to watch the top players squirm in the first round. It's great to watch. We've all been there. We've done it. So I think it's just like you have some of that now because you can really be in your seat and really hating it.
You're a poacher turned gamekeeper.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Well, look, I hope you've all got the supplies in at home because we're going to be throwing snooker at you from morning till night, 10 a.m. till gone midnight, likely until now, until Bank Holiday Monday. We do recommend fresh air occasionally, by the way. But this is what's kicking us off today. This morning we've got King Kyron and his curse-crushing ambitions. Easy to say, not easy to do, and he's up against Lei Pei Fan, the debutante. The elegant Zhao Guodong scratches a 7-year itch as he makes his return to the Crucible, this time as a seed. From 2:30, we've got the rejuvenated 2010 world champion Aussie Neil Robertson back after missing out last year to face world number 20 Chris Wakelin. His pork pies are playing up for Mark Williams, but he's back again, a 3-time champion, attempting to win it in his 50s. He's up against the razor-sharp 22-year-old Wu Yize. Then from tonight is the much-fancied Crucible finalist Barry Hawkins. Quietly superb season. He's dangerous, all right, taking on Iran's charismatic Hossein Vafai. And it's Kyron Wilson who returns tonight as he tries to clear the first round hurdle with his second session. And what a 12 months he's had as world champion so far.
What a world championship he's had. Kyron Wilson, you are the Kazoo World Champion for 2024.
I know how hard this tournament is to win, but obviously I proved I can do it last year, so why not again this year? Going into this one, I've probably never been as confident, never been as settled in my own game, in my own mind, but it doesn't give me any right to go out there and win it. There's lots of potential winners out there. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to play good snooker. So for me, it's Kyron Wilson versus Kyron Wilson, and hopefully I manage to overcome him. When you've climbed Mount Everest, if you like, in winning it the previous year, you should go back the next year and enjoy it. And, you know, my family are going to be there. They're all going to be suited and booted, ready to cheer me on. So, yeah, hopefully I can do them proud. You know, this place can absolutely inspire you, or you can be like a rabbit in the headlights. You know, I've experienced a little bit of both. For me, I just want to get round one out of the way. I hate round one, to be honest. I just want to get stuck in amongst the tournament and, yeah, try and put up a good title defence.
Well, he's been a superb world champion and ambassador. There he is. Kyron's form and confidence has really flourished since he lifted the Silver Lady Trophy last year. 4 big titles and a run to the Masters final as well. Can the 33-year-old from Kettering make history again and achieve what no first-time champion has ever done before by winning it again? Lovely moment there with Matt Selt, who's on the other table this morning. Now, Kyron's been smashing mirrors. He's been standing under umbrellas and talking openly about going for this for months. He's not afraid, but will he feel the nerves this morning? Well, all of these players waiting backstage for the call in the opening session of the 2025 Halo World Championship. There's only one man for that job. It's MC Mr. Rob Walker.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For 10 long months, the finest players on the planet have crisscrossed the globe in search of glory. But in our great sport, all roads always lead right back here to Yorkshire and the City of Steel. Sheffield's 17-day marathon is upon us, so let battle commence at the Crucible. At last, it's time for the 2025 Halo World Snooker Championship. Come on! Oh, it's great to be back. Please welcome a player making a 5th appearance at the Crucible after a 10-9 late-night thrilling victory over Jimmy Robertson at the qualifiers. Indian Open champion, Turkish Masters runner-up, he will relish the atmosphere and the challenge today. Here comes Matthew Selt. And his opponent, returning to the Crucible for the first time in 7 years after what is without doubt the most successful season of his career. 3 major semi-finals, runner-up at the Champ of Champs and his maiden title in Wuhan in the autumn. And to top it all, he got married last month. He's on fire, on and off the table. Please welcome Zhao Guodong. On table 1, what a season and what a moment for this hugely talented 21-year-old. He stormed to the Scottish Open crown in December, and this week he came through a 10-9 thriller to secure a maiden appearance on the biggest stage of all. So come on, Sheffield, here we go, walking down these famous carpeted stairs for the very first time, China's Li Pei-Fan. And finally, to a man who has been riding the crest of a Crucible wave for 12 months, following up victory here with 5 finals and 4 titles in an almost flawless season so far. Could he do it again? Let's find out. Here he comes, the reigning, defending champion of the world, the warrior, Kyron Wilson.
Good luck to one and all. We are off and running. 17 days of great sport and fun and tension and stories and drama stretching before us, and we're going to share it all together. It's best in 19 frame matches in the opening round over 2 sessions, 9 frames to play this morning. A reminder that the Zhao Selt match is live on the iPlayer and website and the red button, but for us it's table 1 and waiting for us there. It's a great pleasure as ever to say hello to the 97 world champion Ken Doherty and Snooker Hall of Famer John Virgo. Good morning, guys. Here we go again.
Yeah, thank you, Hazel. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Li Pei-Fan getting this